Both the player and the discs managed to bring almost $1,000 into the bank. I'm not even kidding. I was thinking, do I need to declare this to the tax man? I didn't really start thinking about money saving tips until I actually became a mum. But here are 7 tips that you can implement in 1 week to leave more money in your pocket. No airy fairy mumbo jumbo. Do this and you'll have more money. Capiche? On Monday, review your rent or mortgage. You should have heard of the Pareto principle, basically meaning that a concentration of things leads to the biggest result. Your housing cost is normally one of those things. It's one of the biggest single expenses that you have. And guess what? 2020 has been a whopping year for house price increases, but rents have fallen and interest rates have stayed low. So as a renter, you could approach your landlord for a rent reduction, making the point that you're a good tenant, able to make rent and provide additional security. If you're a renter, you have the flexibility to move around. So spend Monday checking out your options. If you're a homeowner, make sure you know when your deal ends. Start speaking to your bank or brokers 4 to 5 months before the mortgage product ends. Trust me. If you need to switch banks, that's fine. Just know it could take a little longer with the virus, and there are some astonishing deals for homeowners. I saved about £80 a month when I switched my mortgage product, and in the end it was just a process of clicking on a customer portal for me with zero admin, but I did get lucky this time. So we are on Tuesday and it has to make an appearance somewhere, guys, the dreaded budget. Now hear me out. Overspending is a result of not tracking what comes in and out of your bank account. It's not supposed to be hard. You can have a simple budget system where you take Tuesday to analyze the 3 main categories: home, food and transport, and maybe not so much on the transport since everyone's working from home these days, but then also have your allowance and move the rest of the money in your account into an easy access saver. That way, if this hard therapy doesn't work, you can pull it back as you get better. Now, I'm a scientist, a bit of a geek, not gonna lie, and once you do get it right, you can do pretty graphs like this. And this shows me that I saved 63% of my income last year. The purple section is my home expense, which is about 18%. And in case you're curious, or if you want me to do a YNAB setup, let me know down there in the comments below. I do need some motivation to do it, otherwise it's just not gonna happen. Let's move on to Wednesday. And this is an easy one, but we get lazy. Pull down your credit card, bank statement, PayPal transactions for the last 3 months and highlight all your recurring expenses. I say 3 months because I have realized some subscriptions are quarterly, those cheeky little whatnots. What you're looking for is recurring expenses and subscriptions, and then cancel them out. I was paying for one of my home insurances quarterly and just made a simple phone call to get a massive discount of 40% off the premium. Now that is madness. Like, I was overpaying 40%. So keep on top of those subscriptions and those premiums. The key thing is, whatever savings you do make, add it all up, and the moment you get paid each month, invest it, because you know that you are paying that money away anyway, so you won't miss it. Thursday, yay. If you really do get into this one, it may take you a little bit longer than a day to sort out, but as we are all working more from home and being at home more, our energy use is up. Firstly, use some money saving websites to review your deal. I switched from EDF to Eon last year, and that saved me about £25 a month. It was seriously no hassle to do it. It's a painless process for most people now, so don't feel obliged to pay more with your current supplier. If you can move suppliers to save, do it. If you're in a deal, then set a reminder for when the deal ends and then switch at that point. That's part one. The second part is if we can invest in our properties to make them more energy efficient. Let me just show you some suggestions from the gov.uk website below. Some aren't worth it as much, like solar water heating, but insulating your water cylinder, if you haven't done so already, might be quite beneficial. This table shows you're quite daft if you don't really do it now. Guys, I'm just sprinkling the facts. Now for the weekend, we will challenge some conventional habits that we have when it comes to spending. Weekend is for a cup of tea, a ginger nut biscuit, and mindset changes. But actually, who am I kidding? My weekends are full of crafts, Play-Doh and glitter at the moment. So on Friday, before buying new, see if you can get it for free. I am shocked at how much stuff you can get for free. I must have picked up a few £100s of Lego last year, an ISOFIX car seat that had never been opened, and a gorgeous mid-century sideboard, literally a ton. But I do love a good haggle. People's needs evolve and we need to wind back our consumerist behaviours. Also, join your local Facebook or community group. I have a ton of mums I'm connected to where I live now, and get things you need for less from someone who doesn't need it and give away your stuff when you don't need it. I find it such a cleansing process. It's not being cheap, it's being resourceful, and it's better for the environment, guys. I seriously don't understand why there's such a stigma attached to secondhand acquisitions. On Saturday, if you decide some things are better sold than given away, then I guess that we can do a little bit of work with a cup of tea in your hand. So snapping shots and putting it on eBay or even Marketplace, which is the place to be. You can sell on apps like Depop, and there are specialist sites for selling old mobile phones, DVDs, and even CDs. Yes, we are older millennials, so may have that lying around. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I found a stack of old mini discs, like 100 of them. My husband seemed to have them in a shoebox along with an old Sony mini disc player. We found it when we moved house and put it in the basement, but then I was determined to sell it. And guys, people will pay a lot of money for defunct technology. Both the player and the discs managed to bring almost $1,000 into the bank. I'm not even kidding. I was thinking, do I need to declare this to the taxman? Just kidding. I felt like I was in a little bit of Antiques Roadshow, and on Sunday, it's party time. So become a haggler. You'll be surprised at how much you can haggle on items. I'm not saying be as extreme as Abdul here, but this is actually a good laugh, and especially the comment section. He's the ultimate haggler and the biggest cheapskate that you could ever come across. Watch out for when he pulls his wiener out. Alternatively, you can watch more of me talking personal finance. I'll see you there.